I'm back with 5 more Invincible characters that make you go, wait, I've not seen this guy before. Whether it's teleporters, demon detectives, or berserker aliens, episode 3 might have the most outrageous lookalikes yet. It's fucking ridiculous how they do this. I'm still amazed, even after doing 2 of these videos and going through all these characters. It's amazing that they get away with it. Alright, the first character we're going to talk about this on this episode is a character. What if you combined Wolverine, Thor, and Lobo into one character? That character would be Invincible's Battle Beast. If you took the brutal strength of Wolverine, the god tier energy of Thor, and the wild energy of DC's Lobo, you get Battle Beast. He's a warrior without allegiance, just hungry for a fight. This character was one of my favorite characters when he showed up. That motherfucker would just beat up everybody. He is unhinged. He was just destroying. It didn't matter if you were a good guy or a bad guy. That motherfucker was just looking for a fight.
You promised me Viltrumites! These creatures offer me no challenge whatsoever. Yes, I know.
And he was fantastic to watch on screen. And he wasn't losing. He wasn't losing no fights.
I'll kill you for that. Is that a promise?
He showed up, I think, in season 1. And then he showed up in the last season on the spaceship where he was
fucking up everybody.
He's just a great character. And he's funny. And of course the voice acting is good. And like I said, he's those 3 characters in my opinion combined, a Marvel and a DC character combined. And so Invincible powered this guy up, and he wanted the best of three great characters. And I think they did a good job. I love the way he looked on screen. Like I said, I love the way he fought people, and he didn't lose. He didn't go into a fight to lose either. He thought he could beat anybody. It didn't matter who it was.
Deceiver! You have no honor. You promised me a glorious battle, yet the only worthy opponent I see here is you. And
I'm convinced that he could. Alright, the next character is a character that's not a main character. He's not even in the show that much. But it's a character that I liked a little bit. The Komodo dragon. He's like a hybrid between Marvel's Lizard and DC's Killer Croc. Reptilian strength, animalistic rage, and a vibe that screams boss fight. Tell me this ain't Killer Croc's cousin. They look exactly alike. They didn't try to change much about this character at all. Like I said, he wasn't in the show a lot, but he's definitely a mixture of the Lizard and Killer Croc in my opinion. So the next character we're going to talk about is a clear ripoff of Marvel's Nightcrawler. They have the exact same powers. It's Isotope. He's Nightcrawler, but he's like a mob boss or whatever. He teleports villains across the map like a riot share. But he's also the most calm and composed criminal henchman in the show. I like this character. He's not like I said, he's not like all the other bad guys. He's super smart, super calm, always in control, and I like that. So Nightcrawler would never work for the mob, so they definitely took some liberties in changing the character. But he's a good character. He's a good villain and very admirable. And I actually like the teleporting skills. Actually, the teleporting powers. That's one of my favorite powers in comics, being able to teleport to anywhere you want to go. So the next character, it took a while to figure out who he was because his character arc was made visual over several seasons. So first off, the character I'm talking about is going to be Donald Ferguson. He's the right-hand man. In the beginning, he was more like a Agent Coulson, but then you find out he's a fucking cyborg who's been put together so many times, and they wipe his memory every time he dies or whatever, so he doesn't know that he was actually dead. So I would say Agent Coulson combined with Cyborg is my comparison for Marvel and DC. Donald Ferguson is your classic Agent Coulson type until BAM! We find out he's a fucking part machine. Like I said, we find out that he's a cyborg in the later season. He's Cecil's right-hand man, and he's rebuilt with cybernetic parts or whatever. He's like pretty much unstoppable too. He has guns and all this other shit. He's comparable to Cyborg in my opinion. And he's more brutal than Cyborg too. That motherfucker will kill somebody in a heartbeat. I like the way they did his story arc, because you never knew anything about him until his final reveal came. I think it was last season.
What is that?
It's what we did to you. State of the art. It's expensive as hell. Damn sight better than your old one, if you ask me.
How?
You were lucky. Omni-Man's body shielded you from most of the blast. When we pulled you out, your brain was intact. The rest of you, not so much.
So he's definitely one of those good characters that I like. And I like the fact that he said that he doesn't want his mind wiped anymore. He wants to remember everything. So he's embracing who he is. So the last character we're going to do this week is a great character. Showed up in season 1. And he was sent back to hell, I think at the end of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe season 2. It's going to be Damien Darkblood, a literal demon detective with a fedora. Damien Darkblood is part Hellboy, part Constantine, and part Rorschach. He's the only character who's not scared of Omni-Man, and his investigation scenes are straight up noir gold. I love this character. I really love this character. He was super smart. The motherfucker's a demon, and he didn't take shit from nobody. He was looking for the answers. He had his suspicions on Omni-Man. He was super smart. I can't believe he was a demon though. That's just crazy. He was a good detective. He was probably better than Batman. I like I said, I love this character. I hope they bring him back. I don't know if they would, because I think he was banished back to hell, so I don't know how they would bring him back. But he's a good character. I wish they would have never got rid of him. And like I said, he's Hellboy, Rorschach, combined, in my opinion.
Why?
Why? Because you didn't listen to me when I told you to drop the goddamn case.
Say I'd see you in hell, but there's a worse place waiting for you.
One of the best characters in the show, in my opinion. He was only there for 1 season, which sucks. Invincible doesn't just parody superheroes, it builds better versions of them. We still got 1 more episode coming, and trust me, the last batch might be the wildest. That's going to do it for the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for giving me a couple minutes of your day. There's only 24 hours in a day, and you decided to give me a couple minutes, so thank you for watching. What do you think of this episode? What do you think of the characters and the DC and Marvel comparisons? Who's your favorite lookalike? Comment below. Episode 4 drops in a couple days. Hope you watch it. Hope you're watching this one. Go back and check out part 1 and part 2. Like I said, that's going to do it for the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and I'll get it to y'all on the next one. Later.